GitHub, GitHub. Yeah. Okay, you have a GitHub account. All right. So go to the search, and or if you have my, let me share the link in the comment, in the meeting comment. So you should see it's there. Admin. So okay. All right. Okay. So let's assume you want to add like something here. That's what I wanted. If you add your okay, so go down of repo. So whenever like you see a repo, the first thing you usually read is a contribution guide. That will tell you what level of contribution you're allowed to make and how you can make contribution and all of that. So for now, let's just so keep going down to the learning resources. You see empower your community. Blah, blah. So no, you have passed it. So let's go up. You see empower it's under the learning resources. The third one. Yes, so click on it. Right. Okay, so let's assume you want to add something here, for example, like your link or the article link that you wrote. So the first thing you usually do is to fork the repo. So you go up, you see that fork. Are you seeing? So click on it. Yeah. Okay. So it's telling you. So what the fork usually does, it makes a copy of the repo on your work. So whenever you make a contribution there, it's not going to show on the actual repo. But if you want it to show on the actual repo, you can push it, set to be on the actual repo. So most of the time you make a work for you want to have a copy of it in your own site. You also want to maybe make a contribution, or you want to use the source codes to do a different project as well. So keep going down, go down. So you see create fork, click on it. So now you see if you notice it shows Deborah slash the name of the repo and it shows where it was originally collected from. Right? You can see it. So keep going down again to that same spot you went to that in a powerhouse. Yeah, listen. Okay. So click on it. Yes. Okay. So you see this you see if you look at you see 40 lines raw blame. So you see that stuff that looks like a pen. Oh sorry, okay. So why you lost that? You can everybody can mute. Just wait, maybe just let us do it in a quiet way. So why you oh I'm oh Oh, okay. I'm recording it, so you don't have to follow me step by step. It's just for you to like understand maybe the idea of what I'm trying to achieve. So what I'm trying to achieve is, so like I mentioned, you can make we talked about open source, the open source project which you can contribute to. So someone reached out to me that they wanted to add a resources in the repo, but she didn't know how to add it. So I tried to read the contribution guide, but said she still was not like getting it. So the idea of the class to make show you how to make a very simple contributions. So there are projects that where you can make a simple contribution. Next month, this stuff will start October 1st. Or yeah, that's pronounced. October 1st will start. October 1st will allow you to make different repos will open up and they'll have a lot of first time contribution where you can make simple contributions as little as even a simple typo or even adding a line or something or even rephrasing something. So for example, someone wrote like the first contribution I made was something that is very simple typo. So the guy is a German, so his repo ad was in English, but it was not correct. It was not correct. It was not correct. Like there were a lot of spelling errors and grammar error, and it could have been better. So the contribution I made was a simple you rephrasing the documentation. So you can make very simple contributions like that. So the idea, so what we're trying to do is we're trying to make a contribution to this repo, but the contribution we're trying to make is like maybe as simple as adding a name or adding uh, article into it. That's what we're trying to do. So the first thing you need is a GitHub account. Once you have a GitHub account, you fork the repo. Forking the repo makes it have like a copy of it in your site. So imagine, for example, I so the original code for example Python or even NumPy is somewhere else. You make a copy of NumPy and you make a contribution to NumPy to bring in your own copy. So it's, for example, as you making a contribution to maybe Piggyverse, like in a software engineering setting, you make a contribution on Piggyverse, but it's only in your copy. So for you to make it to enter the actual copy, you need to like push your what your contribution you have made there before it becomes live in the actual the original repo. So when she forks it, he created a copy up here. If she scrolls up, sorry, just scrolls up, Deborah. If you scroll up, you see it shows our name. We refresh. So you made a copy of it already. Just go, think go back or refresh. Just refresh. You already made a copy of it. Yeah. Go up. Yeah, so this is our copy. So you go down and click on that. So click on the empower. So you want to make a copy in this particular file. Okay, so you see this stuff that looks like a what's it called? Like a pen. So click on it. So that allows us to edit it. And GitHub uses Markdown, which we learned. So you have to make any contribution you're making in Markdown. And if you notice what we wrote here is that any change you make in this project will not be it's only going to affect Deborah's copy of the file. For her to make it to affect the general copy, she has to create a pull request, which we're going to do also again. So just go down and you see where they wrote resources. No, not down, down. No, keep no see the markdown file. So just go down. Yeah. You see articles. So just click down, go next. Okay. No, no, just go back. No, so just go back there. Yeah. So you see it shows your no go back here. So you see this is a markdown file showing the resources here, right? Yeah, so you see that under article, that's an heading. If you remember Markdown, those are the headings. Asterisk one means one. So that's simple as put a dash to make like a what do you call it, bullets. Yeah, so space and write your maybe a link to your article or your name with a link to the article. I don't know how you want to write it. If you maybe a link to your GitHub account as well. So write your GitHub account using a link. So if you link it to your GitHub account, you can put your name. Yes. So no, if you click on these dots, this 3LA6, the three dots, one, two, three, you see no, go back to your no medium in medium. That three dots. Medium gives you a draft link. That three dots dots. No, that three dot. That one, two, three. Close to publish. Close to publish. No, up. No, up. You see that three dots, close to publish. Go to the very big sign, published. That three dots, one, two, three. Uh yes, click on it. You see says share draft link here. So Medium allows you to copy like a draft link. So copy it, does Control C, then go back. Okay. Then if you are saying something in Markdown, you have to put what you want to put first and you make the list. So you put that box like the up where you see up, so you see the box like a box bracket, that box bracket. So go before the URL. No, go before the URL. Go before the URL. Before the you see yeah URL here. So you see how the other ones are written. I wrote something there, then the URL is in a different kind of bracket. So you have to put that what I call it. What I mean is I've gone to the chat button. So you put this and maybe put the name of your article or you put your name. Maybe Deborah. You can put Deborah this and you can go put a GitHub link. Then put maybe article name. Depends on then the article link. Something like that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, like this. Then put the close the brackets. Then put the regular bracket, the regular curve bracket, and now put the link inside. They close it. So go up. You see preview. Scroll up using the browser scrolling. The browser scroll, not really the browser one. Go up. So you see preview. Click on preview. So you see what you have written. So click on it. Okay, so you see, it shows this side is going to show, but that's why you wrote it in Markdown. So this was Markdown, so I was talking about in class. When if you are familiar with what's it called, Arch and the rest, usually write stuff in Markdown. So when you're done, click on Purpose Trade, Purpose Change. Sorry, click on it. Right. Okay, so most of the time before you actually miss them, so most of the time you don't just propose a change. You have to okay, click on create pull request. Create pull request. Yeah. So a pull request now you're trying to add it to the main repo. So it looks like a pull request. So usually in a pull request, when you're making a pull request, you don't just make a contribution and submit it. You have to tell wherever what you're trying to do. For example, if I added my name, because if you don't make that, the person has to go through a long step of checking exactly what you have done and all of that. So the pull request here, what you usually do, you write out maybe what you have done. Depends. Some files gives you what they expect you to write. What you have done. Why did you make these changes? Did you change the code or did you just change the documentation and all of that? So you can leave a small comment, maybe added my name or added my article. No, no, go back to there. Go back to the pull request. Yeah. You see the leave a comment here. Just add a small comment. We added my name, added my just the comment of what you're trying to achieve. So my first pull request. Then you go down and create pull request. Okay, so that's it. Okay. So so let me share my screen now. So I'm sharing my screen now. Okay, share screen. Um yeah, you can stop sharing yours. Okay, it's not going to really show, so it's still I think it's not showing still showing the main what I wanted to see. Okay, so if you come here, let me refresh. You can see my screen now. Okay, so it shows me that someone made the pull request. If I open that file right now, this is the file, right? Empower community, and come here, you see it's not showing your article because the change you made is only showing in yours. So I click on pull request, I click here, but if I come to your own GitHub, and okay, so this is a copy of the file, and if I click on that particular file here, you see it shows that you made. Okay, you didn't make it in yours. You created, but it will show that at least mine. But it shows that like you didn't make you made the changes. Changes not showing here. So for me to make the mention, I have to merge a pull request. If someone makes a pull request, for example, you create a project and someone makes a pull request, you can actually look at what the person made before you actually merge it. You can see that here in the file change. I click on file change and it shows me what was added. So it shows me that this is what you added. Here was showing nothing, and here shows that you added something. If you took out something to show a red, it will mark it here and it's like red. Same with highlighted here as green. That means you deleted or you removed something from the code from the repo and you move something. If you delete something, it shows red. If you're adding something, it shows green. So it shows me that you added this. I can also review the changes by coming here and making a comment, but everything is okay. And I just click on merge pull request. So you can also leave a comment, maybe great work and comment. Okay. Then I click on merge, confirm merge, and yeah, so I've merged it. If I go back now to the actual file and I click here now, yeah, it now shows that you added something. So what I mean is that if maybe when you finish your article, you can also again add more, maybe we change the link because the link will be direct me to your. If I click on it, you direct me to your drafts. Yeah, this is not the actual like it should redirect me to your draft because what you submitted was a draft link. I think I can make changes. See, I can't upload the draft. Yeah. So when you have maybe made like done the this, you can go back again and edit it and make an Apple request. That's just it. So that's what I was trying to show you. So you can also make changes in the other files in the GitHub. Maybe you're trying to add the article you saw that helped with resumes, you can add it as well. So that's all I was trying to show you. Okay, open source you contribute to. So yeah, there are various projects you can actually contribute to. Yes, you can contribute to this. Yeah, that's why I said, that's why I mentioned the first time when you open a project, the first thing you usually open is, the first thing you should check is the contribution guides. They usually have a contribution guide, which will tell you how you can contribute and if you're allowed to contribute. So it shows this one shows this you're allowed to contribute and how you can make contribution. I also added some open source contribution which you can go to. In so yeah, you can actually contribute to it. Yeah, this is contributing to. So for example, yeah, like this guy's the documentation just opened up, so you can make contribution on it. And see, it affects everything in markdowns with this styling, and you can contribute by finding good first issues. So if you click on good first issues, you see a list of good first issues here. If you want, you can click on those good first issues, and it will narrow it down to just good first issues. So it's simple as you updating a page, maybe writing. So say this one wants to write the quick style guides. So you can take it as a challenge. You can, but somebody's here, someone has been assigned to it, as you can see. So most of the time for a actual project, if you want to get assigned to it, you can leave a comment like maybe I want to assign this or something. Okay, this one has also been done. It's also been made as well. And you can just look for simple. If again, you can also click here on good first issues and you can find anyone. But this one, go back. Okay, there are also other projects here as well. Yeah, as well, where you can contribute to. But yeah, this is like the simplest way of making a contribution. If you're trying to push AVR files or make bigger contributions, you might need to you start using Git bash and the rest. But for a very simple contribution, it's as simple as this. So that's the end of the class. Are there any questions? Hello. All right. That's all. If there's no other questions, I'll end the class then. All right.